media freedom is something that is non-negotiable. If our democracy has traveled this far, if we have succeeded in doing what it is that we have done, it is because the media has played the role that it's supposed to play. The media freedom has enabled us to see a lot of democratic processes. Even though the Constitution never clearly recognized the media as an arm of government, through practice, we have come to accept it as a fourth estate of the realm. It tells you the critical role media plays in governance and in democracy. So, to work out, to attempt to stifle media freedom and to close routes through which people can express themselves tells you that we must fight it. So for me, it is important for me that a day like this, I will take part to add my voice to telling government that no, if there are any laws that is inimical to free expression, that is inimical for media to practice, then we must even go further to expand all such laws and do what is right for media.
We will not allow the tyranny of government to overcome the will of the people. So today when you see us here, this is the first of many actions that we will be taking as a minority in conjunction with civil society to ensure that we have media freedom.
Ghana's rankings in the latest Press Freedom Index has actually suffered a new low. I think it is imperative that we actually protect our democratic credentials. It is important that we ensure adequate press freedoms. We all recall the story about Swale, who lost his life. We know what has happened recently to Edward Adeti. We also remember what has happened to many radio stations, including Radio Gold and Radio XYZ. I think that any government that seeks to clamp down on anything to do with media freedoms actually represents a challenge. We recall the cases of the Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association versus the National Communications Authority. We recall the outline of rules that the tribunal put up. I think it is important that we work to ensure safety, security, freedom within which to operate, above all to ensure that everybody is allowed the freedoms that are enshrined in Chapter 12 of the 1992 Constitution. It starts from Article 192, and there must be a very good reason why the framers of the 1992 Constitution had a whole chapter dedicated to press freedoms and all other freedoms in Ghana.
Looking at the way the government and the NCA are treating most of the radio stations, I mean, if you look at the radio stations, they are actually closing down. It's obvious that they are NDC stations, you understand? And I mean, you can see that they are trying to add some few small stations, that so-called MPP stations. But it's obvious that they are NDC stations. And in a democracy, you need both sides. You need the opposition and the government, at least, to have their voices heard. Unfortunately, Nana Akufo-Addo, I mean, me growing up, knowing him, you heard he was whatever lawyer, whatever, I mean, all those accolades they gave him. Unfortunately, human rights lawyer, yes. Unfortunately, the man is president, and whatever he's doing is against what I grew up to know him for.
This country has never experienced a thing like this since 1992, and it is sad that all radio stations affiliated to the NDC across the country have been shut down under some trumped up charges and regulations that is difficult to understand. I think that it is just unfair, it is improper. We are having a crippling dictator that we need to deal with as a country. This country is going back several steps, and we are working in this demonstration to just tell the whole world that we have a government that is failing our people.